This is my second semester and it is also online. And I hope that this will be the last one.
A lot of people, including my family, were actually worrying why this guy is choosing NIT over IIT actually.
So definitely after 3 years of hard work, when you crack one of the toughest examinations, and it gives a confidence that yes, definitely you can do much better in your life.
Despite of that, I couldn't go to the college campus. I always said to myself that I will only go only when I deserve to go. Only when I will crack it, only then I will go.
And the effect of online classes is also there, because it is looking like we are getting NPTEL lectures.
In Jammu and Kashmir, that 2G was only available during that time. Most of the professors who were teaching us were some old professors actually, more than 60 years of old, and
So hello everyone, this is Soumyaranjan Nayak and I welcome you to my channel, The Mango Researcher. As you all know that this channel is all about giving you a glimpse of what research is all about. In this regard, I'm very happy to announce that we have got some students from across the country from various premium institutes, and I'm thankful to all of them that they have joined together and are ready to give a narration regarding their experience of the online classes. So without delaying any further, I'd like to ask each one of them to give a formal brief introduction about themselves, who they are, where are they from, and what are they doing, where are they now. So let's start with Abhishek.
Hello everyone. I'm Abhishek Naik and I have done my BTech in electronics. I am from Odisha. I have done it in a town of Odisha called Budla. It's in Sambalpur. And after I completed it, I wanted to change my stream into mathematics. So I decided to prepare a year, and then I gave a JAM exam and I joined into the Masters in Mathematics program in IIT Kharagpur. And I joined it last year, like when Corona started. So yeah, the semesters are online. We already have had a semester by now. This is my second semester and it is also online. And I hope that this will be the last one.
So let's have Arun with us.
hello everyone, hope I am audible. Yeah, so first of all, I take this opportunity to thank Soumya bro for arranging this program, and myself, Arun Matthew. I'm basically from Kerala, and I did my BTech in metallurgical engineering from Amal Jyoti College of Engineering, which is a college in Kerala only. So I passed out in 2019, and after that, I spent 1 year with GATE preparation, and in 2020, I cleared the GATE, and right now I'm pursuing my MTech in welding engineering from NIT Trichy. So this is my educational background. So same as Abhishek said, same is the situation here. Classes are going online only. Second semester started. This is also most probably going to be online, and I don't see any hope that college will call back us to the campus this semester also. So it's going like that. That's it from my side.
Next we can have Asad.
Hello everyone, I am Asad and I did my BTech from Jamia Millia Islamia and I passed my BTech in 2020. Then I gave GATE and I got admitted to IIT Delhi in computer technology. Now currently I am in second semester of my MTech. That's all. Thank you.
Aman, if you can take up from now.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Soumya, for getting me in this it is a great opportunity for me. Uh, I have done my BTech from Jamia Millia Islamia in mechanical engineering, and after my BTech, I have done a 2 month in one of the company in the campus placement, and after that, I will prepare for GATE. and I will get admission in IIT Kanpur in direct PhD program in material science department. And currently, I am starting working on the batteries.
Okay, Aman. Now we have Avinash at last.
Hello everyone, I am Avinash. I am from Siliguri, West Bengal. I have completed my BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Techno India Group this year itself. And currently I am pursuing my MTech in Mathematics and Computing from IIT Patna. And I would like to thank everyone for this short session, because definitely after a long vacation, right, of Corona, definitely 30 to 45 minutes will be refreshing. I'm expecting the same. Thank you.
Yes, Avinash, we also think the same. So after brief introduction, I'd like to listen from all of you. How was it the first time when you got this information that you are finally into a Premier Institute? How did it feel? How did your friends and family react to it? If you could just share briefly how the entire things went out. So again, we can start with Abhishek.
Yeah, it took a lot of guts to drop actually, like after the BTech, because I had to switch my program completely from electronics into mathematics. So it was a tough journey for me. But then after the results came out, everyone were happy. Like everyone, my friends, my family, everyone were happy to see me like switch into a branch that I was happy with. And yeah, that's it.
Arun, if you can take up from now.
Sure. So actually, after completing my UG, when I shift to Delhi for GATE coaching, so like majority of the GATE aspirants, I was also like, yeah, I have to crack GATE and get into any one of the PSU. So that was my plan actually. So actually, I prepared for almost 5 to 6 months in Delhi, and after that, I gave my GATE exam. So I was pretty sure that I will qualify GATE. So actually, when the results were out, I don't get a decent rank to get into a PSU or any IITs. But I was admitted in NIT Trichy actually. But meanwhile, there are a lot of things are to be discussed, because actually I got a offer letter from IIT BHU as well as from IIT Roorkee. So a lot of people, including my family, were actually worrying why this guy is choosing NIT over IIT actually. So actually, the thing is that because the branch which I got in IIT BHU and IIT Roorkee were that materials engineering. So actually, it's a more of a research related field actually. So my aim is to get into an industry and I need to work actually. So actually, my parents were not actually willing to means allowing me to choose NIT Trichy. So why you are doing this? Why you are missing the tag of being an IITN and all these things. So after all, some part I convinced them and I joined this welding engineering in NIT Trichy. Because main reason is that this course offers very good placements. Means when you check the placement scenario of previous years, you can clearly see almost 80 to 90% placement is there. So that is a major reason why I choose this course over that. So actually, I was happy actually. But when the classes started by online means and the trend changes, actually placements are coming very less. So actually, it's going pretty well. Still, I'm in the hope that I will get some placement. It's going on in campus, and by the end of this year, I will come to know about it.
Okay.
Totally, it's okay. We have to adapt to the new normal. That's all.
Yes. Actually, your specialization is a good specialization. It's a good specialization. So, Asad, if you could tell your story, how did it feel?
For me, I actually did all my schooling in I did my schooling in Delhi, and my BTech from Delhi, and it was always a dream to go to IIT Delhi. So I was very elated to come here, and my parents were very relieved because they knew that I was working hard before also, before giving GATE, in JEE days also, I was working very hard, but without much success. So my parents were very relieved that something good came out of the GATE. That's it.
So Aman, you can take over now.
Yes, so my story is like similar like Asad, because I also want to get into IIT since in the BTech also, but due to some preparation reasons, I don't get in the IIT. Then I will go for Jamia Millia Islamia New Delhi, and my parents. I always tell them that I definitely want go to IIT in maybe in masters, and they know that I am doing hard work for that, and after that I will get IIT Kanpur. So everyone is appreciating me that you will fulfill your what you want.
Definitely, definitely, Aman. It's a great thing. IIT Kanpur is not easy. Let me tell you, not at all easy. It's a good achievement. Avinash, now you can take over.
Yeah, actually, every engineering guy basically has a dream of pursuing his BTech or MTech from one of the premier institutes of the country. So same was in my case. I wanted to do my BTech from such reputed institutions of eminence, but the first opportunity I missed it. But GATE was the second opportunity which I could take off, and so I started my preparation from the second year itself. So definitely after 3 years of hard work, when you crack one of the toughest examinations, and it gives a confidence that yes, definitely you can do much better in your life. So at least I have one achievement that yes, I actually have worked hard in my BTech, and yes, I deserve better. And if I work hard more, so definitely it was a great success, and I would dedicate it to all my teachers and parents. So they were definitely happy.
Yes, yes, Avinash. Definitely, getting into IIT is a dream, and actually, it's a big feat. Like in looking into the competition that you have, like people from across the country coming and writing tests, exams, then you have interviews. It's definitely a big achievement. Okay,
One of
now
the
the,
important
hmm,
Yeah,
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
important one of the important reason is because of the exposure that you get in IITs or
exactly,
NITs. That is quite different from others. So that
exactly.
is what I always craved of, because I knew that that exposure can be achieved only in IITs or NITs. That is why I worked it for it.
Actually, definitely, yeah, you are very correct. So next question is like, have you ever visited the college that you have qualified for? Like again, we'll start with Abhishek. Is he here? Abhishek, yeah.
No, yeah, like, I have never visited Kharagpur, neither any IT actually. I was preparing for this entrance exam, and I was in Delhi, so that was the first time actually I saw IIT Delhi, and I was moved by it. And yeah, I haven't visited Kharagpur, but it would be great if I can.
Abhishek, I would say that once you go to Kharagpur, there is a museum in IIT Kharagpur near the agricultural department. I have been to IIT Kharagpur twice or thrice, and any one of you who ever goes to Kharagpur at any point of time, visit that museum. It will be the time that you'll spend there is worth it. Okay, next, Arun, have you ever gone to your college?
Oh no, bro. So I have seen about
Arun,
it.
your voice is
So
cracking. There is some issue with your connection or something. So by the time you just look into it, we'll go to Asad then. I'll come back to you, Arun.
Yeah, I since I was in Delhi all the time, despite of that, I couldn't go to the college campus. I always said to myself that I will only go only when I deserve to go. Only when I will crack it, only then I will go. I have seen the hostels from Hodge Khas Road, but I never went into IIT Delhi. That's it.
That's an inspirational story. Until unless you achieve, you won't get into it. Good. So Aman,
Actually, I never visited IIT Kanpur, but instead of that, I visited NIT Delhi during my BTech. before when I going for the counseling of the NITs, and one time I visit IIT Roorkee because my relatives belong from IIT Roorkee.
Okay, good. Avinash, have you visited your college?
Well, if you ask me, I have visited all the IITs, not physically but virtually. Virtually, in the sense, I have explored all the campus tours during my preparation because that always motivated me. And yes, I have definitely visited IIT Kharagpur to attend some workshop. And the environment that I experienced there was really very fascinating. So IIT Patna I have not visited yet, but IIT Kharagpur I have visited.
So I have visited how many IITs? I have gone to IIT Delhi, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Roorkee, Kharagpur. Now I am in Bombay. So I visited 5 IITs, and each one has a different story. It will give you a different vibes you'll be getting when you visit each and every IIT. And I talk to various through my channel. I talk to students from across the country. Like there are so many students who give me a call. There was a student from IIT Kanpur itself. He gave me a call and he says that he's feeling frustrated. Okay, and I told him the reason. The basic reason is that when you are at your home, you are sitting there, you haven't seen what you have achieved. You haven't felt what you have achieved. Like getting through the gate for the first time you get into college after admission. It's a different feeling altogether. Those things you haven't achieved. I told him that you haven't experienced it. And then before the gate exam, you were at your home reading books, going through the lectures on the laptop, and then after the exam also you are doing the same thing. Maybe this is a very strong reason for which you are not getting motivated. So he also agreed to it, and it's a difficult situation. It's a difficult situation for most of the students. So let's go to our fourth question, which we had, that how were the coming to the main question, that how were the classes carried out? Like how many hours a day you had a class on an average, and how the teachers taught you. Was it easy? Was it difficult? If you could take turns and tell. Abhishek, you can go first.
So actually, IIT Kharagpur started their classes from 1st September, and they had already planned to end it by 20th November. Like it was already fixed. So there was minimum amount of time to complete like the lengthier semester, which is the odd semester, and they took around on a daily basis. They used to take about 5 hours at on a basis, like 4 hours is the fixed slot, and they added an additional slot of 1 hour each for doubt clearance, and also they took classes on weekends, which was a bit hectic, and there were numerous the assessment was based on the whole semester being divided into equal assessments, like means regular assessments. So that was hectic, and yeah, like since there were a lot of classes, it used to be very tough to manage all of them, and yeah, the data was consumed. Like we had to put add-ons onto our internet pack so that we could access the classes. Yeah.
So did it ever happen that you ran out of data in middle of a class?
Yeah, it happened around, I think, a couple of times when I would just go to my sister and ask her for some, like, for a temporary help, then I'll just add. Yeah, that used to happen.
Okay, good. Arun, if your connection is all right now? You're audible, but then there is some issue with your net, or there's some problem because it's cracking. There is some issue with your voice. So just look into it. Asad, you can carry on. Just look into it, Arun. I'll come back to you. Asad, you can carry on.
Yeah, it was around 3 to 4 hours on average. I think it was. I don't think it was very hectic though for me, because I took less number of courses, only 4. Everyone usually take 5 of them, but I will say that I had to put in more hard work because there was no one, because I did my BTech from, I did my BTech in electronics and communication, and for me computer technology was very new for me. So there was no peer learning and there was no one to assist me. And this is also the reason why I called you one day to just to guide me, because I am finding it very difficult to find a right person who can guide me, because when I see in IIT that there are lots of opportunities, and I always find and there are lots of talented people, and I always feel that maybe I am not giving my 100%. So these are some drawbacks of online, that you don't know, that you are not utilizing the time to its full, I guess. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Aman?
Yeah, Soumya. As anyone know, the IIT Kanpur have a very hectic acad- academics record. If you see the online classes, then it is not so much like we have 1 or 2 classes in a day, like of 2 hour or 1 hour. But the heaviness of that class is that if you work very hard for the whole week, then you cannot able to make up that class. So on the board or the timetable, you see that the classes are very less, but the work is very heavy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But and yeah,
Yeah, man, yeah. Carry on.
and the effect of online classes is also there, because it is looking like we are getting NPTEL lectures, because sometimes some professor also giving their videos, like those are uploaded for years back. Sometimes this
Okay,
also
okay.
happen.
So Avinash, if you can tell.
Yes, basically, classes start from 10 a.m. and it stretches till 7 p.m. And on an average, 4 hours classes are taken per day. In case if are any lab classes like online lab classes, then 6 hours. So the problem with such kind of routine is that they do not take place at a stretch. Like suppose from 10 a.m. if it has started, then with 10-15 minutes break, if they can have consecutive classes, then it saves your time, because after the classes are over, then you can prepare yourselves. But what happens is 10 to 11 is one class, 11 to 12 or 11 to 1 p.m. there's a gap. Again 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So the classes are segmented, and basically you will lose many time in between. So because if you just try to study something else from your side, then you don't get a stretch of time to prepare yourself. So this is one of the drawbacks of online classes.
Okay, Arun, if you could join.
Hello.
Now it's clear.
Is my
Yes,
voice
yes.
clear?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
have turned off my video because maybe due to some bandwidth issues, this
Hmm.
might be happening. I'm not
Okay.
sure. So I will tell my experience. So for us, the classes begin from mid of September actually. So actually, it was in the beginning, it was like hell because I being the class representative, there are some students who are living in Jammu and Kashmir, some other northern parts of the country, where they are not able to attend the classes by online. So in Jammu and Kashmir, the 2G was only available during that time,
Yes, yes.
and problem was with professors also, because most of the professors who were teaching us were some old professors actually, more than 60 years of old, and it's completely new to them.
Hmm.
They don't know how to handle this online platform and all. Their voice is not working, means, or while sharing the content it is not appearing on the screen. A lot of challenges were there actually, and after that, after almost a 1 month finished, it was fine. We were compatible with it, and for us the end semester exams were in December and the beginning of January. So it was like a hectic schedule actually. We were having on average we were having 5 to 6 hours per day class, and syllabus was very vast. It means almost as I said, usually the classes begin by beginning of August every year. So this online semester begins by mid September, and we have to finish it off in time also. So it was very hectic, and somehow we managed. And the exams were like open book exams, and it was quite fine. Somehow we managed, and I got a decent CGPA. Overall, it's fine.
Good, good. So, others, if you can tell your exam experience, like how were they conducted? Abhishek, sorry.
Yeah, so my exams were conducted on Moodle. Like most of the exams were MCQ based. MCQ or means there would be like more than one option correct, or maybe one option correct. And the exams, like I think the major issue that means I faced, like since I think I can relate the most with Asad because I was from a different background and I had to switch. So I had a lot of expectations while I was preparing for the entrance exam itself, that I would go to the college and I would learn a lot from my peers, but it was not possible. So during this, like these exams, the major problem that I faced was I had to cover up a lot of courses that were in the undergraduate level of mathematics, and that was difficult because like there was a subject, advanced numerical techniques, but what happens is first you need to study numerical analysis, which is a undergraduate level. So I had to study that and then I had to give the exam. So it was like that was a tough thing. And regarding the interface issues, like I think Arun pointed out a major thing that professors were finding it difficult to understand the technicalities of how to conduct an online exam. So like there were issues regarding even internet connectivity. Like I would be submitting the paper, like there was one exam where we had to like write and submit the PDF, and since it was a written exam and they had allotted us sufficient time, but the problem was I was trying to upload, but it was taking about say like 10 minutes to just upload it, while we were given just 5 minutes. So then I had to call up the professor and say that there are some issues. So that professor, he was very kind, but I have heard instances when the professors actually like they were like they didn't means accept these sort of excuses. They would say that this was an excuse, whereas this was not clearly an excuse. So yeah, that was a bit problematic.
Yes, these are the real world problems. And after you complete, I'll tell you my experience as an invigilator. Okay, Asad, your experience of the exam?
Yeah, there was one course which I took. It was computer architecture, and it was taught by Sarangi sir, and he's a very good teacher. But the exam he conducted was, it was like 24 hours. He gave to us 24 hours, and he gave us 5 questions, and for that we have to search all the papers to find those answers of those questions. So I think with the open book system, what happened that the questions were a bit tough compared to what usually comes in the exam. So for me, it was a bit difficult actually because of that open book, and they could and the answers you can never find in the notes actually, and you have to search for them. So it was difficult, and he gave us 24 hours to do that paper, and for in my life for the first time I experienced that, and it was good actually.
Okay, Avinash, now you can carry forward your experience of exam.
Yeah, basically, the evaluation process in our college is like the entire semester is divided into 2 parts, mid-sem and end-sem. And in each mid-sem or end-sem, they are taking multiple quizzes. So quizzes are online, basically 20 minutes, 30 minutes, objective type. And you have to maintain the deadline. You have to submit your answers within the deadline. And basically, they are very strict regarding this. You have to submit within the deadline. If 1 or 2 minutes late, then they start giving the negative marks as per your delay. So that is one of that is challenging. And considering the exams, like I would agree with Asad, it's the same case. We are given 24 hours, and a lengthy paper, subjective type, and really you have to just search everything because you don't get direct questions. You have to be prepared because 24 hours also seems very less for that. But these things are really very exciting because you feel like actually you are doing something, you are digging something new. So let's take it in a positive way. So I'm enjoying this.
So now we are complete with your exam experience. I had to tell about my invigilation. So I was invigilator in multiple courses. So what we were asked to do is that we have to monitor using our screen, computer screen, this small screen. There will be 24 small boxes. Okay, each for each student, and over there you'll be they'll be using two cameras, one which will point to their screen and one which will point towards them. Okay, so it's like one camera here and one camera there, and we have to monitor two cameras. Okay, what the student is doing, and it was such difficult task for all of us that yeah, how to do it. And let me tell you, invigilation is the world's most boring job. Okay, you'll just stand and kill your time. You've got nothing to do. You cannot do anything. And then you have got this task of monitoring the small windows. Those small windows in the computer, we have to monitor them. It was a very tough time for all of us. And then submission. Like we'll tell someone, and we'll tell a class of 20-24 students that, well, submit now. There will be definitely a couple of students who would come up that, sir, hamara net kharab hai, speed kharab hai, or like someone would switch off the camera and go and then come back after 10 minutes telling that कि सर मेरा नेट स्लो था, नेट कट गया था. अब उसको हम क्या करें? एज इन्विजिलेटर मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? व्हाट कैन आई डू? ठीक है, लिखो. So there were many challenges on either sides, faculty side, and as you all mentioned that everyone had to bring up a big change in the way they used to study, like teach. Like my faculty, he always teaches on Blackboard. Okay, he never uses this PowerPoint or anything. He never uses that. But now he had to prepare all his slides. Now think about the amount of work that this person had to do. So it was definitely a challenging task for all. So now come to the next question, that was the access to library easy? Could you access to the internet stuff, like anything which is available within the college? Was it easy for you? Were you given some VPN or some external link through which you could get into and get the access? Abhishek?
Yes, IIT Kharagpur gave this access to the journals, and yeah, I'm regularly using it since I'm trying for some internship, so I have to use that. And but the problem is, means we can only access the journals. So like there would be a few books which are not in the like the
ebooks.
The books which would be necessary, but they wouldn't be readily available. Like
Exactly.
there would be these books which are not that famous, but they are necessary if you want to understand the concepts. So since that was not easy to access, it was a bit problematic.
Okay. Arun?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in NIT Trichy, we are given access to the central library, means online central library. We can log in with our login credentials, and we can see journal papers, and few standard textbooks are also available there. And we can access papers from Taylor and Francis, Science Direct and all. And actually I have seen that, but I haven't gone much into that because I'm following some standard textbook. Some PDF copies of some standard textbooks are with me. So for my reference, mainly I'm following those textbooks only.
Okay. Asad, what about what was your experience?
Actually, my eyesight is very weak, so I don't prefer reading it in
Ebooks.
that ebook mode. So usually I had to buy 2 or 3 books which I needed. So I find it actually very difficult to just gaze upon the laptop screen for a long period of time. So I had to buy there. So I didn't access any library yet. and maybe later when I need it. Thank you.
Okay. Is Aman with us now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aman, your experience with library and internet things?
Yes, also give their VPN app, and they also give us the access for library. But I never tried that because in the class WhatsApp group there is a one guy which have every book, so I never needed to access that. Most of the time, the everything we needed is available there.
Okay.
So, and I also the guy which always want someone give that type of material to me. So that's
Okay.
why I'm not that much active in that thing.
Okay. Avinash?
Yes, we have been given the access to the college VPN right from the beginning, but we hardly use that library because we are new to it, and we are not much experienced in using that central library online.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so it's good. It's nice that each one of you had the access to library, and at least you had a scope to discover it. Because libraries are a place with huge resources, and definitely, as Abhishek said, if you are present in person, physically present over there, then you can make a much better use. But online, like there also has to be someone to guide you how to use the library resources. That is also a big task. Big task. Okay. So let's move on to our next important question, and that is like, was there any reduction of fees? Like, how much did you pay for your semesters, both lodging and tuition fees included? We can go with Abhishek first.
It was like the fees was, I think the academic fees didn't change. It was the same, like there was no changes. And the hostel fees, they took establishment charge for the betterment of, I think, the ones who are working in the hostel, the mess workers. For them, they took charge, but like the fees was exactly almost the same. Just I think there was a reduction of just the lodging charges, like the hostel charges. Like I think there was
Electricity,
some
water.
3,000. Yeah, and rest everything was the same. So it was a bit disappointing, I would say. Means I had expected that there would be some reduction, which would be because means it is like you are paying the same, but you are accessing almost negligible amount of that, like the campus aura or something that is missing. So yes,
Yeah.
it was disappointing.
Over here also in IIT Bombay, we had multiple rounds of talks with faculties, with this people in the main building. Everyone, there were multiple rounds of talk, and I think they reduced some 3,000, 4,000. I'll tell you one interesting thing. I will not name it, but my sister is actually into MBA. She has paid 22 lakhs as her fees, and the college has returned her 14,000. Okay, so it's with everyone. So Asad, sorry, Arun, was there any reduction in fees?
Yeah, yeah. For regarding the fees, actually there is no any reduction in the first semester. So in the first semester, we are supposed to pay all the fees except the hostel fees, and the first semester fee also includes that internet fee, library fee, and all these things. Actually, I don't know why they have collected this money. Maybe they will do some compensation in the coming semesters. For the second semester, there is some reduction of around 10,000 rupees in the total fee, and we are supposed to pay only the normal tuition fee. There is no any fees collected for hostel or any reimbursement of hostel.
Okay, okay. Asad?
Yeah, the fees was nominal, I guess, and it was not. It was reduced actually from 52,000 to 26,000.
Ah, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
because they didn't take our hostel charges and other stuff, so it was significant lesser.
Okay, okay. In that case, I can tell over here in IIT Bombay, they told us that until and unless you come to the campus and come to your hostel, you need not pay your fees, like your hostel fees. Okay, so it was like something around 26,000 that we did not pay. We only paid it when we came here. So we just gave the tuition fees.
Yeah.
That was around 17,000. Okay. Yes. Aman, anything in your case?
Yeah. In the first semester, they took the whole fees as a normal semester, including hostel and everything. And in the notice, they told us that they will compensate in when you came to the hostel. Then one semester is included that fees. And as the second semester started, they just took the academic fees or of around 5,000 for the semester only.
Okay. Avinash, your case?
Yes, there was a decrease in the fees because I had last semester I had paid two installments. One was for seat acceptance, 16,000, and the second I just paid 13,850, somewhat like that. So that was the fees for first semester. So the hostel charges, the mess charges, they're not taken, and I think there is a decrease in academics also.
Okay. So now we are finished with the fees question. The next is that how well did you bond with your branch mates? Like, how is the online friendship going on? Do you meet your friends regularly, or do you do some activities together? How do you bond with your new batchmates? So we can start with Abhishek.
Right from the start of means right from the start when we had been allocated IITs like the Kharagpur, I started searching for the persons who are, because we were sent a mail from the college itself. So I started searching from the people who were given the same mail, and I had messaged everyone, and thereby I found my colleagues. And right from there, I had decided that I need to interact, else I would be losing out on a lot of things. So I met all of my like friends right there, and yeah, it was tough because like if you'll be in the hostel, then there would be a lot of there would be healthy discussions about everything, but now it was tough. So but I think in my class I'm the most interactive guy, so I focused on it because it is necessary, I think. Else there won't be the camaraderie that needs to be. So I carry out meetings on like Zoom or Google Meet among my friends, so that it would be engaging us with each other. Else it won't be that as it won't be that enjoying an experience for us.
So Arun.
Yes. For me, actually, when I joined this course, and when the list of the students published in our mail, so I started searching people in Instagram and Facebook actually. So I somehow managed to get in touch with 3 or 4 people initially. So after that, I was chosen as the class representative. So being the class representative, so I got that opportunity to interact with everyone. So if anyone is having any query related with subject or whatever it is, they are always free to call me or message me. So actually, I have talked to everyone. There are 23 students in my class. So I have got that opportunity to be in touch with that other 22 students also. So, and apart from the normal class by online, we conducted 2 or 3 means we friends alone conducted 2 3 meetings in MS Teams. So it was a very good experience. It's going well.
Okay, Asad. How many friends you have made till now?
For me, only the people who were part of my assignment group, they are actually someone I can call to be. I can call anytime who can help me. So I have made only 2 friends, I guess, so far, and I have not talked to most of the people. So it's unfortunate because unlike some people who are very interactive, I'm not that guy, and so for me it is quite difficult to make a friend with someone, befriend someone who, especially in this online mode. Yeah, it is very difficult for me.
Yeah, it's difficult for everyone. Aman, is Aman with us? Okay, Avinash, you can carry on.
Yes, actually, MTech is only of 2 years, right? So such a short span, and you have to create a lot of memories. And this is where we missed it, because we are already wasted about 6 months without any memories, because the short discussions in the canteen or short trips, those are something that will be cherished later in the life. That at least you have done something in ITs, you can share with someone. But those things we are missing. But as far as the assignments are concerned, so we basically discuss those things in our group, because the group has been allotted, and we have on our own class group. But after all, there is a huge difference between chatting online and the physical chatting. So that is where I think this is a huge drawback, because after all, in corporate sectors, when you'll be doing your jobs, then you have to deal with people, and that dealing, I think, in IITs they teach you how to deal with different people from different cultures, different part of the country.
Yes,
These things are completely missed. These things are completely missed, and we don't know when we will come back to the campus, because 6 months already have completed, and we have more 6 months to go. And after 1 year, we just go for internships. So that thing basically haunts that whether I will be getting a chance to visit the campus or not.
Okay, on that note, we come to our last question of this session, and that is, have you planned, like you all of you said that you haven't visited your campus since you took admission, so like you must have looked into various videos on YouTube for of all colleges of your college. So any plans, like what you would be doing once you enter into the campus? Like we can start with Abhishek.
Initially, I had thought that I would just go and visit the sports arena of my campus. I had learned that means IITs offer a good means facility regarding the sports culture, and now that you have said, I will go definitely to the museum. I think I would learn a lot from that, and except that I had plans to go to means not just my IIT, but I had thought that if the internships would be offline, then it would be good. But last, I think yesterday it was announced that most of the internships in IIT would be online. So I think that is painful. Yeah.
Okay.
मुझे तो बेसिकली फोटो लेनी है बाहर कॉलेज की एकदम और पोस्ट करना है बस.
Okay, and Aman?
I had never spent time in the hostel, because in the BTech I live in the flat of with some friends, but I want to explore the hostel life. So in my case, I want to explore the hostel life of IT Khan.
You have great hostels. Let me tell you, great hostels with great mess. I was a fan of the food at IIT Kanpur. I think if you ask me, then there are just two colleges where I like the food. IITs, one is Delhi, and one is Kanpur, and the next is Bombay. So next, Avinash.
Yes, sir. Basically, IIT Patna in Beta, the current location is basically IIT Patna is newly made, that building basically in Beta. So definitely exploring a newly constructed building, and the infrastructure is very beautiful. And yeah, one of the most, the very first thing that I will be doing is same as Asad said, that the entrance portion of every IITs, in every IITs, the entrance portion, that in 3D text, something is written like Indian Institute of Technology or Bharatiya Pradyogiki Sansthan. So I would definitely like to click a pic standing beside it, because that is my dream.
Okay, sure.
That will actually remind me that, okay, these are things to be cherished.
Yeah, Arun, if you can come now.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah, like my friend said, I'm also planning to, first of all, when I reach the campus, I have to take a pic in front of the campus, since it's also one of the premier institute of the country. I wish to take a pic, and after that, I have to meet the friends and explore the campus. And meanwhile, I'm searching for some good food courts and all near the campus. Whenever we get time, we can go out and have some chit chat with friends and spend some time together. And that's all. And a lot of things are there in campus, gym facilities, a lot of recreational activities are going on. So have to explore all these things, waiting for that day.
Yeah, definitely. Because I have experienced all of them. So I wish that all of you too get a scope to come back to campus and then enjoy the facilities over there, make new friends. So with this, I would like to thank each one of you for giving your time. Thank you everyone for this, for giving your time. It was really enjoyable, and I hope you had a good time.
It was a pleasant experience. Yes.
Okay, fine then. With this, let's leave. Bye. Take care.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.